Hello and welcome into the Knicks-Verse. My name is George. If this is your first time here, or you've been here before but haven't subscribed yet, please do so, along with turning on the notification bell so you are alerted when I drop a video or go live, and also the thumbs ups. I really appreciate those. They help with the algorithm. We got to build back the momentum here in the Knicks-Verse, kind of like momentum that the Knicks weren't able to sustain from the previous night's game against Atlanta. In Atlanta, they flew in the middle of the night to New Orleans, and they played the next day a back-to-back. Game three of the NBA season is a back-to-back already for the Knicks. They played the Pelicans, who hadn't played since Wednesday, and they got destroyed. They got totally destroyed. They were once down by 19, and that was actually pretty late in the fourth. So this game was a blowout. The final score wouldn't tell you that. Let's get to the scores. Here we go. 96-87. I could make a lot of excuses because they played the night before. But you know what? I'm going to approach this with the mindset that they shouldn't have. It felt like they kind of were giving themselves a pass tonight. They took care of business in Atlanta because they have to beat Atlanta. Atlanta is an Eastern Conference team. There's a lot of rivalry, a lot of history, especially with Trae Young and whatnot, and the king of Broadway sneakers and all that garbage. So it was really important that the Knicks they took care of business in Atlanta. And this game felt kind of like a trap game. That's the way the schedule was set up. And they're playing the Pelicans, who are a good team, even though they were missing a few key players themselves. They're playing at home, they're rested, and they have Zion. Zion, outstanding. In fact, let's get to the the overview of the stats. Here you go. I got this from the NBA TV coverage, which I got to watch. And let me tell you, those two announcers, forgot their names, they were very complimentary of the Knicks. The main guy, the guy who did the play-by-play, had watched the Knicks the night before. He was, gave great commentary about the Knicks. I really enjoyed it, actually. Usually I don't. But I did this time. Look at that balanced scoring. Ingram 26, Williamson, Zion 24. Actually, in the first half, it was like 12, 12, and 10. McCollum didn't need to even score much in the second half. Herb Jones, always a problem for the Knicks. 10 points, 4 of 6. He hit some corner threes that really hurt. And Hawkins, the rookie from UConn, the NCAA champ, hit 3 of 7 overall, hit some nice three-pointers. The guy's got some definite range. I think he's going to be a ball player in the NBA. And then when you look at the Knicks here, RJ led the team again, 18 points, shot 7 of 16. A couple of those shots misses were late in the game when he was kind of forcing things, trying to make something happen because no one else was hitting buckets. It was pretty sad, actually. The Knicks shot, I think, 37.5% overall from the field. Brunson follows up his masterpiece from last night with a 4 for 14-point effort. Not exciting, but he got 5 assists, picked up 4 boards. Randall got a double-double, poor man's double-double there, 10 points on 4 of 15 shooting. Atrocious shooting. Did get 12 boards, which is nice. Mitch actually had a pretty decent game. He finished with 8 points and 15 rebounds. And Emmanuel quickly fought back from yesterday's struggles a bit, but did finish 4 of 9. I think he missed all 3 of his three-point attempts, but the whole team couldn't shoot at all from the three-point line, and quickly finished with 10 points. Knicks are down 1-2. Open the season. Pelicans are up 2-0. And let's get back to this here, because I want to point this out here. So, here are the comps. Actually, the Knicks shot 36.7%. You're not winning anything if you're shooting 36.7%, especially when your opponent is shooting 46%. And the three-pointers, Knicks shot under 20% from the three-point line, 18.9%. But the Pelicans didn't shoot that much better, 27.3% for them. So that's kind of like the Knicks were kind of in this game. Late in the third quarter, they had cut this deficit down to just 6 points, and it looked like the Knicks had the momentum to carry it on through. But, man, it went awry in the beginning of the fourth quarter. They started making mistakes, turnovers. The game started with lots of turnovers. This is a team who is one of the best. I think they were number 3 last season in fewest turnovers. Well, tonight it came back to really bite them. But the free throws were there for them. New Orleans didn't hit their free throws. Knicks did. They went to the charity stripe only 18 times though. They hit 14 of them, which is nice. The beauty of the 30 assist Knicks gone. Only 19 tonight. But a lot of it is because they just missed shots too. There might have been opportunities there to pick up some assists that just weren't made. The fast break points, Knicks were a -4 there. Total rebounds, of course, we destroyed them in total rebounds, but a lot of it is because we missed a lot, and they made their buckets. We missed 59 rebounds for us. And offensively, we, of course, owned the glass because of Mitch Robinson, who was outstanding. 16 offensive rebounds for the Knicks, only 4 for the Pelicans, who were a +12 there, and a +4 in the defensive rebounds. The steals, we lost the steals battle, but we got 7. And blocks, we lost that 3-5 right there. Let's move on. So this is Knicks Muse, and I haven't verified this myself, but Knicks Muse is pretty trustworthy, excellent account. Julius Randle is shooting 13 of 47, 27.7% from the field through 3 games. That's the worst field goal percentage through the season's first 3 games in Knicks history since the NBA merger. Minimum 40 attempts. I don't know how he got this stat, where he got this stat, but it's truly kind of concerning to some degree because, these games are tough in the early season. We outlined that the first 6 games were going to be brutal, and if we finished 500 in those first 6 games, I would consider that a victory. Well, you need Julius Randle to deliver, or else RJ has to give you a 30-piece, a 30-plus piece, and an inefficient one, and you still need Brunson to give you his usual numbers if Randall's going to struggle like this from the field. Now, I could come up with a lot of excuses and reasons and everything, and I'll outline some. To be fair to him, and I talked about this earlier. He had ankle surgery. I think he doesn't quite trust his body. He's not there yet conditioning-wise, so we know that. But he's not trusting his ankle at the moment. He's not making those cuts, or he's just unable to. And we saw the recurrence of no-handle Randle. Lots of turnovers. I'm definitely bummed by this performance tonight because I think this could have been a game the Knicks could have just taken the good mojo from the night before and rolled it in tonight. But instead, I don't know, maybe they had some issues with their flight and their hotel or whatever. These guys did not come out ready to play at all. Randle accounted for 8 turnovers. 8 turnovers for Julius Randle. That is insane. That's an insane amount of turnovers. But when you look at the beginning of the game, the Knicks started off, I think they were down, let me see here. I'm going to find this. They were down 14-4. 14-4 in the first 5.5 minutes of this of the game itself. Already down 10 points immediately. Only had scored 4 points in almost half of the first quarter. That's how sleepy they were. Well, maybe sleep is wrong, but just out of it. They just didn't look connected. Shots weren't dropping, and even our dependable Jalen Brunson couldn't get them over the line. So that was disappointing, I got to tell you. As you can tell, I mean, obviously, I'm saying it straight out. I am disappointed by the results of this game. Definitely. I mean, the first half, RJ was the only one in double digits. He had 11 points in the first half. So he only gave us, 7 points in the second half. Again, it seemed like Thibs would sub RJ out when he was, doing well. Now, I get it. He needs a rest. So something's off with the rotations, and it's early. Thibs has to figure that out, when to have who on the court and when not, especially when you have Julius Randle struggling. And I think Julius and Brunson played almost the entire first quarter. So that was kind of odd as far as I'm concerned. I'm trying to get the first quarter numbers here, but they're not popping up. All right, here we go. Second quarter, so you played 4.5 minutes in the second quarter. Nope. The first quarter stats will not come up for me. Either way. So let's move on. Now, this is an interesting thing that I tweeted out during the game, during the fourth quarter. Interesting, in these key fourth quarter minutes, it's Dante out there with the starters as Grimes sits on the bench. Going 1 for 6 in 20 minutes of play earns you an extended rest. Quentin, you are the youngest starter on the Knicks. Actually, I think you're actually the same age as RJ. But either way, experience-wise, let's put it that way. You are also the best three-point shooter of the starters. We need you to become more aggressive, bro. This waiting for the ball to come to you business, I'm not down with that. You got to create something. Either talk to your teammates, have them give you the ball. Yesterday, you passed up on a shot in the Atlanta game. You passed up on a shot that you should never have passed up on, ever. We need you to be that guy. You have to embrace the role that you are in. You are the sniper. You are the defensive stopper in the first unit, and you are the sniper in the offensive unit of the first unit. That's just the reality of your life. And if you don't hit your shots, you may not start. You may end up on this bench. Just putting it out there. If someone knows him, talks to him, get this message to him. He's got to become aggressive. There was a similar situation with RJ 2 seasons ago. The team was floundering. First 2 months, floundering. Finally, RJ said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to take it upon myself. And he just started driving and driving and driving and driving and scoring and scoring and scoring. Now his efficiency has always been an issue, but he took it upon himself to become a 20-point-a-game guy. Now he gets the looks, he gets the opportunities. You don't necessarily. But we're talking about you need to make an attitude shift. Stop being the nice guy. I want you to be a mean mofo out there. I want you to be a sniper. What do you think? You think Klay Thompson? I call you Klay Thompson-esque, like Klay Thompson. Well, I don't see the fire in you to do that. You need to become that guy. You need to believe in yourself that every time you shoot it, you're going to make it. Okay, there's my Quentin Grimes rant. Here are the deeper stats. Randall did play 34 minutes, shot 4 of 15, missed all 5 of his three-point attempts. Look at this. The starting unit went 3 for 22. The starting unit. That is atrocious from the three-point line. Can't win in the NBA. Now, last night, the Knicks were amazing. Amazing for the three-point line. So, if that's how it's going to go, it's going to be a really interesting season. And as you can see, Brunson struggled, but look at the second unit. All right, the second unit, Josh Hart, only 1 of 5. Did get 10 boards. 1 of 5 for Josh Hart. Come on, bro. We need some better production from you. 21 minutes. Dante DiVincenzo also struggling offensively. Also, beautiful play, fast break. Actually, I think he created the turnover. He created the turnover at half court, takes it down, does the reverse under the basket, once again, doesn't make it. I don't understand. It's not like I haven't watched Dante DiVincenzo play that much. I mean, I've seen him certain games here and there and watched him with Golden State and with the Bucks and everything. But it was, spot minutes here. I mean, it wasn't like I have watched him that much. Like, is that you? Are you the kind of guy who can get to the hoop but can't finish? That would be really distressing. Really distressing because we gave up a guy, Obi, who not only can he get to the hoop, but he can finish. That's right. And our lack of size hurt today. Definitely hurt us today. Look at that atrocious thing. 18.9% from the three-point line. That's those are some ugly numbers. Those are some fugly numbers, man. Fugly. But then you look at the Pelicans numbers. Look at this. 12 of 17 for Zion. 24 points in 28 minutes. Put the ball up in the air 17 times. Only missed 5. Now, he didn't take any three-point shots. It's interesting. I wonder if he's just starting to shy away from being that kind of a player. We'll see. Brandon Ingram, almost equally as efficient. 11 of 17. 26 points for him, 7 boards, 3 assists. Good game for him. Herb Jones, another excellent game for him. Look at that. Look at the beauty of the numbers of the starters for New Orleans. Except for McCollum, CJ. He was 4 of 11, 2 of 7 overall. He really didn't have much of an impact, though he did pick up 7 dimes, so that definitely helps for him. Let's see. Where is Hawkins, 3 of 7, 3 of 6 from the 3-point line. Guy shot 50% from the 3-point line. Nice. I think he's gonna be a player, the NBA. The plus minus, look. Right here we have McBride, Sims. They're all plus 10 because they went in when we were down 19, and the last few minutes of the game, they lit it up a little bit, so that's why the score was respectable. Knicks only had 77 points with like 3 minutes or 4 minutes left in the game. 77 points. What is the thing I wanted to show you here? Oh, yeah, the assists were really down. Oh, yeah, one thing I wanted to look at was the offensive rebounds for... Okay, so Mitch had 10 offensive rebounds. Outstanding. He will probably lead the league in offensive rebounds again. Well, that was it. Not even going to show highlights. What's the point? They didn't look like the Knicks. They were, like I wrote, gassed and confused down there. They couldn't buy a bucket at all. But they did battle back, and they got it to within 6 points. I think at the end of the third, at the beginning of the fourth, they were within 6 points of taking this lead. It just it was too much of a hill to climb after they had started off the first quarter so poorly. I think they scored 12 points in that first quarter. Yeah. They were outscored by 14, 26-12 in the first quarter. Atrocious. All right, well, let's hope that the next game, which is, I believe, on Monday, and I believe it's against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Or is it Tuesday? It's Tuesday. It is Monday. Why is this? Oh, I went too far. Oh, yeah. Sorry. We do a back-to-back. Tuesday, the game is on TNT in Cleveland. And then Wednesday, it's a back-to-back. Then Wednesday, they come to MSG and they play Cleveland again. At first, I was thinking maybe we'll split those. But now I want to sweep both of those. I want us to sweep those. I want Randall to wake his ass up, get efficient, or figure out a way to score efficiently, even if you can't fully trust your body yet. I mean, I've seen you be an excellent 3-point shooter. Let's get back to that. Let's limit the turnovers. If you're not hitting at a high percentage, then limit the turnovers, limit the mistakes that you make on the court. Same with Brunson. You guys, I want to see that Brunson from Atlanta. I want to see him in Cleveland, and I think we will. He's pretty good. He doesn't really have too many back-to-back poor games. So let's take that game. Let's settle down and take that game in Cleveland first. Get that in hand, and then we'll talk about sweeping that little 1-2 back-to-back series when we go back to MSG. That's what I'm looking for. All right. Thank you so much for watching this. Again, my name is George. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and drop your comments. Hit the thumbs up button for me, and I will see you around the Knicks-Verse.